You know why I'm smiling like this right now?
Because you have no idea where you are.
No, I know where I am. Unlike you, my team beat one of the best teams in the league for the first time since 2010, and I'm still enjoying it. Take that, Patriots fans and your bandwagoners. This is LC Muscles here. Welcome to Pain Game Pick'ems, Season 4, Episode 16. Only 2 more weeks of the season, and the final playoff push for the teams has begun. And guess who decided to just join us? Luke Nuku.
Yeah. Sorry, I was late to the party.
It's not that late. Come on, you'll be fine. Anyway, we are here. It's live time. Pain and Game Pick'em, Season 4, Episode 16. What a week Week 15 was last week. What a week.
I mean, I was the only one who picked the Chiefs, and they lost at the very last second to the Chargers.
Yes. Yes, I picked the Chargers. Not one.
Buffalo Bills beat the Lions by 1 point.
I was surprised because Matt Prater shanked a field goal.
And what else?
Lions just tank.
Minnesota Vikings destroyed the Dolphins. Oh my god.
Unfortunately, it was a Fins down. Unfortunately.
Cowboys got shut out.
I think me and Alex both predicted the Cowboys would win, and they were not good at all.
49ers beat the Seahawks in overtime.
I was surprised. I don't think any of us picked the 49ers to win. So
the Eagles surprisingly beat the Rams.
We were all very surprised. In my original prediction at the beginning of the year, I did have the Eagles beating the Rams, but with Carson Wentz. But it was a little interesting, to say the least. And let's talk about the biggest game. Steelers finally beat Tom Brady for the first time since 2010.
11. I think it was 2011, yeah.
Really? I thought it was the one where they won in – I thought they won in Pittsburgh with that 25-17 game.
Yeah, it was also like that – I think it was 2011, maybe.
Well, I think I had to take a look. But then the Ravens – Luke Nukem, tell them about your experience, the Ravens and Buccaneers.
Well, my experience was it was a pretty fine experience, and let me just see. Yeah, it was 2011.
Yeah, it was, really.
Yeah, it was.
Surprise.
It's when Troy Polamalu punched it into the end zone.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a great play.
And I like how Phil Simms was like, well, that's illegal.
Oh, God.
But anyway, my experience with Baltimore was pretty good. I mean, I went to a lot of great things. Like I went to the National Aquarium, got to see all kinds of things. I got to go to Washington D.C.
Nice.
Yeah, I went to go see the Lincoln Memorial, which has been on my bucket list for a long time. Seeing the Washington Monument, giving the thumbs up at the White House.
Yes, I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah,
that is funny. I'm sorry, that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Take that, anti-Trump voters.
You know what? Just looking at that makes me think, oh my god, I'll never eat a grilled cheese sandwich again because it'll just remind me of Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, and speaking.
Wait. There's one big news thing that did happen today. We officially beat ISIS. Congratulations. We have officially taken down ISIS.
All right.
Congratulations, America.
Thank you, Donald Trump.
Number one.
God bless Donald Trump.
AKA is.
And speaking of which, speaking of Donald Trump analogies, it was like a huge tone shift when I was visiting like the Lincoln Memorial, because me and my dad decided to go to the Holocaust Museum.
Oh yes, with all the materials, the shoes, and all the other things.
Yeah.
That were left over. Yeah, pretty emotional place.
And we saw like all sorts of artifacts. We saw like what the Nazis took the children in.
Oh,
like the trains. We saw like documentary videos, and me and my dad didn't even say a single word about that museum. And I also got like a little booklet about like a person who survived the Holocaust. And yeah, it's like seriously, after going through that Holocaust museum, I cannot for the life of me ever see how people compare Donald Trump to Adolf Hitler.
It
No.
makes no fucking sense. See, people are
I
stupid.
can't. Like seriously, like, oh, they have the same ideals as he has the same ideals as Adolf Hitler.
Oh my
Really
God.
did Adolf Hitler kill 11 million people, 6 million of them being Jews? Almost an entire race? Yeah, didn't think so.
Yeah, exactly. People are just dude, the stupid snowflakes are just being stupid. But let's get back to football because we're not
Yeah.
here to talk politics. I'm sorry.
I know.
No
Sorry
worries,
about
it's
that.
fine. I just wanted to talk about the lit trip a little bit, and I think we did go past his course. But I think I just don't want to talk about it because I know some.
We'll shift away from that.
Yeah, because
Snow-
a lot of people want to talk about football.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got football.
Yeah,
no,
we-
come on. Hold up a second. Snowflake is the wrong term. No, the correct term is pussies.
but yeah,
Throw me.
yeah. But yeah, I also went to M&T Bank Stadium for the first time, which was pretty
Lunatic.
awesome. But it's actually my second Ravens game. That I've seen. My first one was in Houston, Texas, when they faced the Houston Texans in overtime, 34-28.
Oh yeah, I remember that game. That was a Monday night game, right?
Yes, it was, and it was during the time Flacco was playing, and
Yes.
now I was seeing Lamar Jackson play, and I was like, oh shit. But I mean, they did fine. I mean, they won. Most of the defense did the work, and Lamar Jackson did what Lamar Jackson does: run and not pass. But that's okay. But what really kind of like made me a little bit emotional inside. I mean, I didn't cry or anything. No, I'm a man, damn it. But
He's a man.
he's a man.
Yeah. We're
But like when Lamar Jackson took a kneel, and like everyone's going onto the field, on the corner of my eye, I look down and I see Joe Flacco going into the locker room, and I was like, it was kind of like like I'm realizing that an era is about to change, and it's just like
It stinks, but Joe Flacco was really good, and unfortunately, the Ravens will bench Joe Flacco for the rest of the season, which sucks. But because I really respected Flacco for the most part, he was a very good quarterback. But I think he's going to do really well in the future. But
I hope maybe he'll be like he'll end up like Peyton Manning and win a Super Bowl on a different team, on 2 consecutive teams. I mean, you may never know. He's dangerous in the playoffs. And he doesn't, and usually most of the time he doesn't, like, he usually goes to the playoffs whenever his team doesn't let him down. And at some points, like the 2016 and 2018 defense for the Ravens, it's okay. It's very good, but I think it's slightly overrated. Mostly because they don't finish off when they're supposed to. Look at that goal line stretch. Look at that fourth and 10. Look at that 4th and 12. Look at that 4th and 9. Look at that insane pass to Antonio Brown to get that game-winning field goal in Pittsburgh. Those are all key plays that should have been stopped from the very beginning. And yet they weren't, because once again, like the Falcons, they usually choke on very key plays. And I don't know if it's going to stop.
Aaliyah Burnett brings up something interesting. She goes, with Joe Flacco, so what about the Pro Bowl? Here's the problem with the Pro Bowl. Unlike Major League Baseball, at least their All-Star game actually means something, because that determines who gets, home field advantage in the World Series.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pro Bowl don't do jack shit.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, why in the lowest chambers of hell Is Derek Carr going to get nominated again in the AFC?
I don't understand how. I think the Raiders, they needed to give somebody from the Raiders a spot.
I mean,
you got it over Andrew Luck. Makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, if there were so many bad Pro Bowl snubs this year, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, Justin Tucker was snubbed.
Guess who was number one in voting? Guess who was one of the top ones in voting now? No, in the top three. I think it was in the top three. James Conner.
Okay.
Yeah, I will pick Brett Favre. Brett Favre is the best player ever.
Hey guys, John Madden with this big popcorn popper here.
Hey, John Madden here with my facts show.
That just so give me a break.
I fucking love John Madden. You are a treasure.
Great. But week 15 is past us. Week 16 is now here. There are only a few teams remaining in the playoff hunt. There are some opportunities to clinch a playoff berth, though. So what will happen this week? Let's find out. Starting off, let's go over starting into week number 16. We have no more Thursday night games. Thursday night games are done. There will now be Saturday games, 2 Saturday games, an afternoon and evening. The Saturday afternoon game will be the Washington Redskins and the Tennessee Titans. The Titans coming off a 17-0 shutout win, and the and the Washington Redskins are coming up an upset win over the Jacksonville Jaguars, beating them 16-13 with Josh Johnson winning his first ever career start in the NFL, but hasn't played in a game since 2012. Jacksonville's. I said this in my video, but yeah, Jacksonville, you're a one-hit wonder. Can't wait till you guys get rid of a bunch of your players and become irrelevant again. Penguins scored. Yeah, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, a one-hit wonder. I wish my sex life was like that.
Oh, give me a fucking. Okay. But yeah, the Titans are also favored by 10 points as well. It's a 10-point spread.
I know mine is.
And my Penguins 2-1 right now over the Capitals.
Would you be quiet about the Penguins? I don't know what's worse.
So who do you guys think you got and why for this game?
Yeah,
Penguins.
chill out.
Like
Chill out. Yeah, chill out, Morgan Freeman. I mean,
Morgan Freeman.
if you got that reference about March of the Penguins, yeah,
I got it right away.
But
what about Samuel Jackson for Farce of the Penguins?
Oh God.
I don't know if there's a parody version of it.
No, it is. Bob Saget directed it.
Bob
Okay.
Saget.
That would be interesting.
Oh, Bob Saget.
Yeah.
But Tennessee versus Washington. This is one of many who gives a shit games.
Well, it does have playoff implication for Tennessee.
Yeah,
Washington is still technically in the hunt.
Yeah, I mean, this could be a key win for the Titans. However, the Washington Redskins came away with a very lucky victory against the Jacksonville Jaguars, even though they did get annihilated by the New York Giants, who themselves are terrible.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you look into this game, you have, who is it Jarrett? Is it like something Johnson for the Redskins?
Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson. Okay. I mean, did he do fine yesterday? Because I haven't seen all of it.
He was okay.
Okay.
Because I know really early they were terrible in the first half. I know the second half they played a lot better.
Okay. Okay is better than Mark Sanchez. Let's be clear on that.
Better Mark Sanchez.
Yeah. But you still have like Marcus Mariota, who hasn't been doing well. Everyone's pretty much relying on Derrick Henry to finish the job, and this is pretty much going to be a battle against the running backs. Adrian Peterson versus Derrick Henry. This could be a pretty good shootout if one defense, however, one defense is pretty much better than the other.
Way
and
better.
That is the Titans. And I'm pretty much going to give them the edge on this one.
Yeah, Tennessee, no contest here. Josh Johnson, you may have gotten your first ever career win since you haven't played since 2012, but not going to get another one this rest of the year, man. I got the Tennessee Titans well at the Redskins. Sorry, Justin, but I got them winning 28-17.
Okay, before I will go over my boy Alexander the Great scores, he sent me the who's going to win by how much. He picks Titans 23-16 and over the Redskins. I thought I was going to say overtime, and I agree. Redskins, like I said, lucky game, but this is a whole different week. And given the fact that their defense is so much, Tennessee Titans is so much better, there are so many injuries for the Washington Redskins. I mean, you got what the hell is that noise?
I mean, a Subway sandwich.
Oh my God! What?
Yes.
Subway sandwich. I'll give you a foot long. You got Alex Smith. You got Cam Sims. You got
Colt McCoy.
You got
Foot long middle finger.
Your middle finger was a foot long. Shit. You don't need two fingers to make a girl come towards you. Okay, as I was. You got more. You got Colt McCoy. Yeah, I mentioned him. You got Garner. You got. It's just like one after. Subway is gross. You got one. Hey man, I don't mind
fuck, it's not. No, it's not.
McDonald's is fucking gross. Yeah. Anderson. You got so many fucking injuries, and this is what's gonna cause their loss. So give me Tennessee by 7.
All right. Yeah. You ready for a timer?
Game, which is the second Saturday game. And it's your team, Luke. The Baltimore Ravens at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Won over did say the Buccaneers did lose to the Ravens, and the Chargers beat the Kansas City Chiefs on the last second play of the game. So, Chargers are 4.5-point favorite. Who you guys got and why?
First of all, the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's what I said. The Ravens lost. Ravens Buccaneers.
No, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to say. Which one had the biggest statement win?
Alex said, "Start the timer."
Yeah. Baltimore beat the Buccaneers like anybody could beat the Buccaneers. Even the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Buccaneers, and they were almost going to lose to the Buccaneers. But you know what?
Well, we beat them.
Yeah. Why? Because you didn't choke it at the last minute. Unlike what this game is going to happen. Unlike how this game is going to happen. Yes, let's just be obvious. The Chargers right now are probably almost going to be the best team in the league. In the AFC, I mean.
Yeah, they're right now the best team in the AFC. It's hard to
I mean,
like
Phillip Rivers, Mike Gordon, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, dynamic ass weapons that could be any other team in the NFL. Phillip Rivers is a god. He is practically one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the NFL because he's never gotten a shot at any other Super Bowl. But with the statement win, like against the Chiefs, I think he'll pretty much get the top spot if he gets the win against Baltimore. Okay. However, Kansas City is gonna have to face against the Seahawks, but we'll get to that game.
We'll talk about that later. It's on Sunday Night Football. Check your local list.
For me, I mean, if it was like Joe Flacco versus Phillip Rivers, that would be a different story. But Joe Flacco is not going to play anymore, which is sad to me. And we're going to get Lamar Jackson, who's going to perform his Sonic the Hedgehog-like abilities and try to outmaneuver the San Diego Chargers. However, I'm not sure if it's necessarily going to be enough. Sure, the running game is powerful, but you can't run forever. You just can't. And the Chargers, with my unbiased opinion, the Chargers are going to beat the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens will lose in the playoff race, and probably the Colts or the Titans will get in. John Harbaugh will get fired, and a new era will emerge. So history is going to repeat itself for a third straight fucking year. God damn you, Ravens.
Well, it's like what I predicted in the very first episode when we did our predictions. Who did I predict was going to go into the Super Bowl? I thought it was going to be all of Los Angeles. And it looked like it could be true.
Well, I mean, Los Angeles Rams could probably lose.
They could, yeah. I will agree with that. They did lose to the Eagles. They've lost 2 in a row, so.
Which is shocking. With the Saints, I could understand, but still.
I say Saints and Chargers for the remainder of the season.
That's what I had my second Super Bowl that I wanted to see. I had two I wanted to see. That was one of them. So.
No, the other was Steelers all the way.
My other one was Steelers Rams, yes, but if the Steelers don't make it, I would love to see Philip Rivers get his first Super Bowl.
Right? Oh, the Steelers will make it. They'll make it into the playoffs, just not the Super Bowl.
Right now, I agree with you. Right now, I agree.
Oh my God, that's right. He's never won a Super Bowl. Fuck.
Philip Rivers has never won one. He's been the AFC Championship once, and that was against the undefeated Patriots.
Yeah, and look what happened to them.
When he was playing with a torn ACL.
I don't even know how you can play with a torn ACL. How's that possible?
I'm trying to remember what it was. He was going in with a bad injury, really bad injury. He could barely walk.
Yeah, Joe Flacco did it once against multiple teams. And
how's that fucking possible?
Because they're entirely durable, unlike scrawny-ass people like Lamar Jackson.
That's like trying to walk with a crutch up your ass.
But hey, they're durable. And they're always sustainable. Sorry, I'm eating a meatball sub. My mistake.
Fucking meatball. From now on, Lucas, I'm not calling your team the Penguins. I'm calling them the Pingus.
Really? The Pingus?
Pingus? Yep.
Pingus? Anyway, what's your pick, Jerome? For your
4 minutes. Well, I don't count the last part, so 4 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Okay.
Personal best.
Hey, man, he's an overachiever. Let me find Alexander's. Okay. Chargers are going to 27-17 over the Ravens. And I pretty much agree, except I think they're going to win by a field goal. I think it's going to be close. Closer than you think.
I really think it's going to be close, too. I think the Ravens, if they can, they did win in San Diego. They have won in San Diego before / Los Angeles before.
Yeah, but that was in one of the greatest plays in 2012.
I know, but they still have a chance to do it again. I just don't think that Lamar Jackson will be able to get the last bit of a luck to get them in. I think the Chargers are going to score late, but I think they're going to stop them on a 4-down drive, and the Chargers are going to win. I'm going to say 28-27. Chargers win. So I think it will be close, though. Then we have the next game going to Sunday. Oh, God, this game is going to be a blowout. The Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. The Browns have their biggest ever. They're most favored by the most points they've been favored in almost 10 years or so. It's
probably since Jim Brown was playing.
Yeah, they're a 10-point favorite against the Bengals. Who you guys got and why?
And I agree. Oh, you want to talk about what's that term when they start kind of rough and then they kind of turn it around? Comeback. They're probably the one of the most surprising comeback teams of the year, and I don't mean a porno. Basically, what they're going to do, and wow, even Alexander, my boy, even picks them 27-24 over the Bengals. I say 28-21 over the Bengals.
I think they're going to completely blow out the Bengals. The Bengals are without their top quarterback, and now their top two receivers, Tyler Boyd and AJ Green, are both out. Yeah, I got the Cleveland Browns 37-10 blowout.
This is a 9-point spread, and the thing is that what really impresses me is that Baker Mayfield, I mean, aside from Saquon Barkley, as far as like rookies go, aside from Saquon Barkley, Baker Mayfield is probably the best rookie this year.
Yeah, I think he's the rookie of the year.
He's so much better than Sam Darnold. He's much better than Lamar Jackson. He can run. He's durable. He can pass the football. He has thrown more. He has thrown less interceptions and more touchdowns. He's like 21-11 because he's got weapons he utilizes. I mean, he's got. I'm blanking on their names real quick. Let me quickly go to ESPN and let me check the roster. My bad. Yes, we got Jarvis Landry, Antonio Callaway, Rashard Higgins, and even Prashad Perryman made a nice debut for the Cleveland Browns, making that very nice 30-yard touchdown snag. And so the Cleveland Browns, they're probably one of the most – they're big. This is the biggest comeback team of the year as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Because after the era of Hugh Jackson, where everything was bad, not a single win – aside from the one against San Diego. But after that era has been done, Baker Mayfield and the new coach has brought Cleveland back to life. And
also given the fact that Cincinnati's defense is trash.
They're the worst defense in the league statistically.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I think Cleveland Browns should be like 7-7 if it weren't for that missed field goal in the first game against the Steelers.
And the Saints.
6-7 ain't that bad, but they're going to go up against the Bengals, who have been disappointing after every single season, and I don't think it's going to change. But the Cleveland Browns do have the upper hand because of the weapons and the quarterback and Nick Chubb being a beast as usual. So give me the Browns to take a shit all over the Bengals.
Yeah, the Browns. I will say this final piece on the Browns.
6 and 7 ain't bad. That's my favorite Meatloaf song.
Be quiet. But anyway, I will say this. The Browns get the right pieces. Next year, I could see the Browns being a legitimate playoff contender. I can legitimately seeing a contender for the AFC North title.
I hope so. If only all three teams lose out, which didn't really happen because Baltimore and Pittsburgh just won.
But next year. Next year
it'll be possible. Because is Ben Roethlisberger is going to contemplate retirement again.
Yeah. I think the Browns, give them probably about 4 or 5 years. They're going to be the top dogs in the AFC North.
Christine, the beauty queen.
Yeah, they're going to make a huge comeback like you would not believe.
Baker Mayfield's the next star in the NFL, but we'll see what happens. If he has a sophomore slump, we'll see. But next game is going to be Alex's game. It is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Miami Dolphins. Both teams lost. Jacksonville lost to the Redskins, which you mentioned earlier. Miami Dolphins got slammed by the Vikings. And the Dolphins are a 4-point favorite. What do you guys got and why?
Aside from being slammed by the Vikings, the Dolphins pulled a miracle in Miami. And it was outstanding. It was beautiful. And Alex right now is probably saying, "Praise Jesus that Miami miracle happened," because that is one of the greatest plays that you can ever see in any other football game. I mean, aside from that California game against Stanford, the play.
The Bears won.
Yeah.
Bears won.
The most amazing, sensational, dramatic college play in the history of football. Oh my goodness!
No, that's not true. I coached some Pop Warner games that were better.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Music City Miracle in Minnesota. I mean, Mile High Miracle. I mean, it's gonna go up there. Terry Bradshaw the Miracle.
Yeah, I like
the miracle of all miracles. It's probably gonna go up there, and in terms of miracle plays, and they're going to go in at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars, their neighbor, and I just think that the Miami Dolphins are going to win against the Jacksonville Jaguars because I don't need to say anything else because the Jackson Jaguars suck balls. Give me the Dolphins.
It's going to be a fins up.
It is a fins up, baby.
Yes. I agree 100%. Also, fun fact, Alex and Joe will both be at this game. This is the last Dolphins home game of the year. And they will damn well be at this game. So, yeah.
You put a fucking fin on Joe, he'd become an orca.
No, he'll be a beluga. No, he'll be a beluga whale.
27-13, Miami Dolphins fins up.
Or narwhal.
Narwhal.
All right, Tommy Mora and Alex, what do you guys got?
Okay, Alexander the Great. Let me find that game here. He has the Dolphins 27-21 over the Jaguars. And I will give me a decent fins up 21-17 Dolphins.
Next game is the first of Tank Bowl. Dun, 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 dun. It's the Green Bay Packers versus the New York Jets in the Meadowlands. The Jets lost to the Texans while the Packers lost to the Bears. Green Bay's a 3-point favorite. Who do you guys got and why?
Well, I mean, Aaron Rodgers in a press conference, he did say, well, you know, we got to go back home, get some rest, beat Arizona, then go back, go into Atlanta, beat them, go to New York Jets, beat them, go to Chicago, beat them, and he did everything but those things. Well, aside from a win, you know.
The Packers are eliminated from the playoff. Both these teams are eliminated from the playoffs. So
this should be on the Who Gives a Shit channel, basically.
Yeah. The Green Bay Packers have been disappointing this year.
But you know what? It doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah, because Mike McCarthy has been shitting the bed. Aaron Rodgers, while he has a 23 touchdown and 2 interceptions stat, has been really underperforming in most games, like the one against Minnesota and the one against Chicago. I just really think that, well, the Packers are really going to win against the Jets, no doubt about that, because Sam Darnold, he may not be the most accurate person in the NFL, but he can still kind of put up a good fight. But you still have like a 4-10 record, dude. I mean, yeah, but give me the Packers. You got better weapons. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, while he is not the bad man this year, he was pretty bad in the last games. But he won't be bad in this one.
I got the Packers easily. The Jets give Sam Darnold time and a new head coach, and I think that Sam Darnold will definitely do a lot better. But, yeah, Green Bay Packers. I'm going to say this is a lower scoring game. I'm going to say a 19-16 kind of game.
Wow. Well, Alex, he's going with an upset. He picks the Jets 24-16.
Really? Wow.
Give me Green Bay by a field goal.
Now we have another game that is, oh God.
Beat him and eat him, Alex.
This does have playoff implications as well, because this is the Cowboys and the Buccaneers on Fox America. Fucking why is this team on Fox every weekend locally?
This is not the game of the week, is it?
No, it's not. Well, actually, technically, it is the early Fox game of the week. It's not they do have a Fox Chicago game, 49ers game later, but this is where Troy Aikman and this is going to be the Beavis and Butthead commentary. So, yeah.
There are no game of the week.
Dallas.
So
Buccaneers lost to the Ravens. Cowboys got shut out by the Colts. Dallas is an 8-point favorite. And I think they do have a chance to clinch the NFC East with a win and an Eagles loss. So, who you guys got and why?
Well, I mean, Tampa Bay is going into the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. The Skip Bayless Felicio Memorial Center.
Yeah, Skip Bayless does love himself the Cowgirls.
Yeah, starring Dick Prescott and Ejaculate Elliott, and along with their head coach, along with their support leader Tony Homo and his Magic Mike backup dancers.
Who they reference to as Senpai.
Yeah, but he's already on CBS, and he is no longer going to be called that because he's respected. Because he's a great commentator.
Yeah.
Plus he's a Christian, so I should stop making those jokes. All right, so I think the Cowboys are going to go into this game, and they're going to go to the Buccaneers and say, "We're going to win." Regardless, because we're the Cowboys, we're America's team. And Dick Prescott and Ejaculate Elliott, they've been fine in most games, but they have been not fine in last week's game. They pretty much they didn't even score a single freaking point in that entire game. But the Buccaneers, they scored early against my Ravens, but they somewhat pulled a good fight, but they automatically choked in the end because of Lamar Jackass's speed and agility. But yeah, I would have to say that the Dallas Cowboys, they would get the win. But yeah, it's going to be bad news for another person for the next game.
My boy Alexander the Great has the Cowboys 31-21 over the Buccaneers. And here's an interesting statistic. Dallas has only lost one game at home.
Yeah. And
that's right to the Titans on Monday Night Football, the one that could have won me a shitload of money.
Yep. And Tampa Bay has only won one game on the road.
Mm-hmm.
That speaks fucking volumes. Give me Dallas by 8.
Yeah, I got the Cowboys. I'm going to say 28-17. Buccaneers, they're pretty much done. It's time for them to get rid of Dirk Carter and Jameis Winston. And
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh, yeah, they still have Fitzpatrick, but I think he's going to be gone too. So they're probably going to reshell everything there, but we'll see. Next up is another game with playoff implications for one team. The other team is eliminated. The Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions, just like the last game, but this is going to be the Vikings. They beat the Dolphins, and the Lions lost to the Bills by a missed field goal. Minnesota's a 5.5-point favorite. Who you guys got and why?
Minnesota obviously has huge superiority over the Detroit Lions. And the thing about the Detroit Lions is that, Matthew Stafford is a very inconsistent quarterback. When he's on, he's really on. And when he's off, he's significantly off. Kirk Cousins has been doing significantly well this game. But, however, I think the Vikings, with the weapons they have, like Stephon Diggs and Latavius Murray and Adam Thielen. I got a Thielen. Yeah. The Vikings are going to win against the Lions, and the Lions are going to go 5-10, and the Vikings are going to clinch a wild card position.
That's right. They do clinch. They can clinch a wild card berth if some things happen this week. So we'll see. I got the Vikings too.
What credentials have to be met in order to be, order to clinch a wild card?
I think it has to be. I think Philly has to lose. I think that the Panthers have to lose. I think the Redskins have to lose.
Oh, Jesus.
I think all three of them have to lose.
They got nothing left to lose.
Max, who are you, Max Payne?
Yeah, I got the Vikings. I'm going to say 38-20.
30. Wow, okay. My boy Alex here, he has similar, not like a closer game. Oh, that is true, Alex. That is true. Miami has only lost one game at home as well.
Because of freaking Miami. Fins up, brother.
Yeah. He has Vikings 23-20 over the Lions, and I have to agree. Give me the Vikings, Queens, 27-20 over the Lions.
Next game are going to be next 2 games are going to be blowouts. One team has playoff implications, the other doesn't, just like the others. The Indianapolis Colts versus the New York Giants. Colts are a 10.5-point favorite. Giants lost 17-0 over the Titans, and the Colts won 23-0 over the Cowboys. Will it be 2 shutouts in a row for Indianapolis? Who do you guys got and why?
Does Indianapolis – okay, Indianapolis is 8-6. What credentials do they have to meet?
They
would have to win out. And a Baltimore loss.
To win out.
Baltimore loss.
Oh, okay. Shit. So they have to be 10-6 with a Baltimore loss. Interesting. Well, here's the fact with Indianapolis. They have, over this feud with the Giants, have been kicking ass and taking names over them. Especially since 1999, they don't face each other that much, but they've won the last 4 of the 5 games. And where is this taking place at?
Indianapolis, Lucas Oil
okay,
Stadium.
Yep, the
Yeah.
Colts are at home.
So, yeah, give me Indianapolis by 6. And let me see what my boy Alex had to say. Okay, he put in parentheses Joe's voice.
Your coach beat gonna compete my Giants 30-17.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to take Andrew Lucky Charms against bum-ass Eli Manning. Shout out to Chisel the Gun for those jokes.
Bum ass Eli.
Yeah, shout out to Chisel the Donas for those jokes. Yeah, I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts over the New York Giants because they're going to move on from Eli Manning, and they're going to draft another quarterback probably in the offseason.
I actually I actually did have news though. There was one inside source for the Giants that said that they want to stick with Eli Manning for at least another 2 years. I feel bad.
Why would you?
I have no idea, but this is what I read on the inside source.
They
And
want
also,
Eli for.
one other thing I forgot to mention with the Dolphins. Can you believe that they're literally 500 for the past since Dan Marino retired? 76 and 76.
Okay, first of all, they want Eli for 2 more years. Why? What? He doesn't have to prove anything. He's got.
He always
What
gets sacked and throws vintage interceptions.
Yeah, same with Brett Favre. That's what happened to him on his last year. What's the point? It's just like, take the retirement. There's nothing more to prove. He's got 2 rings. He did what he had, he proved his point.
Yeah, Jerome, who was worse, Brett Favre in his last years or Peyton Manning in his last year?
Brett Favre.
Really?
Because at least with Peyton Manning, he won a Super Bowl.
No,
Yeah.
but no, how many interceptions?
He had 9 touchdowns, 17 interceptions.
Well,
Peyton Manning, that is. Brett
Yeah,
Favre
but-
got injured.
yeah,
Let's
well,
go to
that's
Peyton Manning.
yeah. And Favre, he got fucking destroyed against the Bears, and that's what caused his continuous starting streak. I'm still saying Brett Favre. Especially with the year before, he had like one of the best years when he was with the Vikings. So that was, yeah. So when you take that into account, it kind of throws you in for a loop.
Yeah. So, what do you got, Lucas?
My score prediction is Indianapolis 38, Giants 7.
God, you act like it's going to be a blowout.
I think it is because Odell Beckham Jr. is still hurt, and you see how bad the Giants' offense was when they completely had to rely on Saquon Barkley. It's not very good. So that's why I got the Colts winning big. Next game, I'm praying for an upset, but I don't think it's going to happen. The Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. In New England, New England lost to Pittsburgh last week, which I mentioned many times, and Buffalo won against the Detroit Lions. New England is a 14-point favorite. You guys gotten why?
It's pretty fucking obvious.
Patriots.
And it's in Gillette Stadium. Yeah. Paige, let me see what Alex said.
Well, much like the Gillette shaving cream, unlike that, the Patriots were not the best that they've ever been because they have lost in most of their games. They have scored 10 points against 3 teams: the Lions, the Texans, and the Steelers. I have no idea.
Also the Jaguars.
Yeah. No, that was 20 points.
Oh, 20 points. The Titans
Yeah.
was the one we were thinking
Yeah.
of.
Titans was 10, Lions was 10, Steelers is 10. Man, I feel like Tom Brady is getting closer to retirement by every single season. I mean, he's starting to look very rusty. Bill Belichick is starting to outsmart himself every single play. Why even put Rob Gronkowski as your safety? I have no idea why.
Oh my God.
Why even throw the ball down? Like, do you even think Ryan Tannehill was going to throw the ball down the field? Oh, but it's the football gods. Shut up. Okay? We don't have time for that.
I can't take this call right now.
Yeah. We don't have time for this nonsense. So give me the New England Patriots, and they will clinch the third. They will clinch the third or fourth spot.
Yep.
Alex, what does Alex say?
Alex, my boy, says Patriots 27-17 over the Bills. I similarly have a similar score. I say Patriots 28-14 over the Bills.
If I were you guys, I'd put money on the Bills to cover the spread. I don't think the Bills are going to win, but they are definitely going to cover the spread for this game. I have no doubt this is going to be a one-score game. I think the Patriots are really going to underlook the Bills. And I am praying to Jesus that the Buffalo Bills beat the Patriots. Why? That would get Pittsburgh over the Patriots.
Aren't they already over the Patriots?
No. We are one game behind them, technically, but we have the same record as the Patriots. We will win. We'll go ahead of by a tiebreaker. Because we're 8-5-1, they're 9-5. So they only have one. They have one more win ahead of us.
Yep, I'm praying to Jesus.
But yeah, I'm praying for the Bills. Bills, let's get this upset. But right now I'm picking the New England Patriots 28-21. The Bills, remember, the Patriots did not play Josh Allen last time, and their rushing defense is pretty bad. So look for the Bills to really run the ball really well. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. Don't overlook the Bills. That's all I'm going to say. Next up, this is actually a team with both teams with playoff implications. The Houston Texans and the Philadelphia Eagles. This game is in Philly. Texans beat the Jets 28-22, and the Eagles beat the Rams. Eagles are a 2.5-point favorite being at home. Who do you guys got and why?
The Eagles won against the Los Angeles Rams. Why? Because of one person, Nick Foles, Super Bowl MVP. He drove the team all the way to the Super Bowl, beat the New England Patriots, and now he's starting to a tiny bit re-energize the team. He's starting to, re-energize them just a tiny bit, get them into the position that they want to. But the Houston Texans are coming into a territory that is not like, any of the games that they have ever played. I mean, they're going into the field of the Super Bowl defending champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. So as a result, this may be a gutsy call on this one. Look, I like Deshaun Watson. I like DeAndre Hopkins, not Anthony Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins and his dreadlock powers. And as a result, I'm going to have to go with my homeboy, Eat That Pussy 445 on this one. And I'm going to have to go for the Eagles with the upset.
Surprisingly, Alex has the same feeling. He has an upset of the Eagles 34-28 over the Texans.
I have the Eagles as well. Upset pick Eagles 28, Houston 24.
Yeah, we're rooting for you. Eat That Pussy 445, even though you clearly
even
don't
though EDP's latest video says otherwise. He wants the Texans to win so he can mainly end their season because he is not feeling good this year.
Yeah. Got to sympathize with the guy. But
what's your
still
pick?
going to have to go for him.
Same.
This is quite interesting because are the Texans, are they officially in?
Yeah, well, no, not yet. They are not in yet because I think that if they win, then they're in. When they're in with the AFC South division title.
And I think I'm going to be the odd one. I think they are going to win. Give me the Texans by 4.
Ooh. Next game is going to be a very interesting game. This is someone, Alex knows this person who is going to be taking their first NFL start on Sunday.
I know what they see.
This is going to be the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Big thing here is Carolina Panthers have shut down Cam Newton for the rest of the year with the shoulder injury. And guess who's going to make his first NFL start? Taylor Heineke. Alex will know who that is. Former Old Dominion quarterback from Conference USA. He will be starting his first NFL game, and it's at home versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh,
The
Heineke,
Falcons
that's
are-
my favorite beer.
God,
No, that's Heineken.
that's
I know.
Heineken, dumbass.
I know,
But
but-
anyway,
Oh
the
my-
Falcons are a 3.5 point favorites. The Falcons beat the Cardinals last week, while the Panthers lost 12-9 over the Saints. Who do you guys got and why?
You know what? In times like these, you're going to have to wonder, should I flip the coin or should I not? For today, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, this is my coin flip game too, realistically. Now I think about it, yeah, this is actually wait, no, I'm actually gonna save it. I'm gonna save mine.
Because both aren't going to make it to the playoffs. And I already know who's I'm going to root for down the road, so why not? So the heads are going to be the Carolina Pussycats, and let me see, Apostle Islands, Wisconsin is going to be Atlanta. I'm picking Atlanta.
I'm going with Atlanta too, mainly because it's a rookie quarterback. It's a quarterback making his first NFL start, and the Falcons' offense is just so much better. Yeah, I got the Falcons 31-28.
Okay. My boy Alex here, he has the Panthers 24-14 over the Falcons.
Wow, he thinks Taylor Heineke is going to get his first ever career win.
Is he going to get like 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal, or like at least a touchdown?
He didn't specifically say, he only gave out the score.
Okay.
However, I'm with Luke Nukem here. I got my coin ready. Here we go.
Bad
I'm gonna.
flips.
Oh, I'm gonna spin it like Lucas does on his dildo. Here we go.
Well, give me a fucking break. I do not spin on my dildo.
Give me Carolina. It's on heads. So there we go.
Ooh, Carolina. All right. Now let's go over the next game list. Oh, dear God, this game is going to be absolutely awful. The Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. This game in Arizona. Cardinals were
Rams.
blown out. The Rams lost, but they're going to be pissed, looking to get still trying to get that number 1 overall seed. They're a 15-point favorite. Let's just all say who we got in 3, 2, 1. Rams.
Cardinals.
I got the Penguins.
Fucking really? Let's say the Rams, please.
I got the Rams. I got the Rams.
49-3 Rams. Easily.
49-3.
Cardinals are going to get the first overall pick like I just predicted at the beginning of the year.
Like, is Arizona still last in everything?
Yes.
Let me see.
I'm gonna look at ESPN. I'm gonna look at ESPN.
They're last in offense.
Yes.
They're last in passing and rushing.
Offense.
And defensive rushing, they're last.
Defense, they are 17th.
Wait, what?
What?
For total defense for the Arizona Cardinals, they are 17th. For passing defense, they're 5th. And for rushing defense, they're 30th, third to last.
Oh, this one says 31st.
Are you
well,
looking
Baker's
at Yahoo?
No, Pro Football Reference.
Okay.
Hey, Pittsburgh, do me a favor in the offseason. Go get Patrick Peterson. Thank you very much.
No.
They're going to win by, I think the Rams are going to win by 21 points. How much did Alex predict? And hold on, let me see. I'm looking. What the fuck is the score,
Is it a
dude?
shutout?
Rams 27-15 over the Cardinals.
27-15. That's way
an odd
too.
score.
That's way too almost even as a score.
No, I say 21 points at least.
Okay. Next game.
Now we have a game with a team with the same as last time, playing without the eliminated from the playoffs versus a team that's in. Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. This game is in San Fran. 49ers won against the Seahawks, while the Bears did win against the Packers. Bears are 4-point favorites. Who you guys got and why?
Bears have clinched the NFC North.
Yep. First time since 2010.
And you should hear Bruce Splits, man. He's going ape shit in a good way. He's like, fuck the Pack, because he hates the Packers, which is funny.
Yes. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. Yes. But
which is pretty funny. I love you, Bruce Splits. You're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And you know what? Even if the the Bears, do they have a chance of clinching either 1 or 2?
Maybe.
That's a maybe. So that's why maybe Chicago is going to give it their all still, despite the fact they clinched. Give me Chicago by 10. I think they're going to destroy them. And as for Alexander, let me see what he has to say. I watch these games. Bears 30-20 over the 49ers. Oh, wow. So he has like somewhat similar. Go ahead, gentlemen.
I got the Bears easily. I'm going to take the Bears 38-21.
Yeah, I said the Chicago Grizzlies.
Now,
breaking news, folks. Mr. Garrison's got the shits. You don't say.
No, you don't say. But anyway, it is time for my game. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the New Orleans Saints. The Pittsburgh Steelers are a 5.5-point underdog against the Saints. Saints won 12-9 over the Panthers, while the Steelers won 17-10 over the Patriots. I'm gonna let you guys go first. Who you guys got and why?
Well, we already know that you're gonna say the Steelers over the Saints.
So I have my reasons, but you guys go ahead first.
No, of course you have your reasons. Our reasons is that the Saints. Drew Brees, he's a legend already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, already surpassing Peyton Manning's touchdown passing yards and touchdowns period, making his 500th one in his entire career,
which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, Drew Brees is going to be a Hall of Famer regardless.
Is he one of the? Is he one of the people that are like voting for MVP?
He's one of the favorites, along with Phil Rivers and Patrick Mahomes,
or Aaron Darnold.
Aaron Donald, yes, I think he should win the MVP, but
I think it should go to Drew Brees because he's worked his ass off, and Patrick Mahomes may be a one-trick pony next year.
Yeah, I have the same kind of feeling, especially with Andy Reid.
Yeah, but for me, Drew Brees is a Hall of Famer regardless. I mean, but the Saints, they're going to go against the Schittsburg Drama Queens again. And I know that the urinating tree is probably going to make a video saying, "Oh my God, they finally beat the Patriots."
He's going to do Days of Our Steelers in Saxonville Abbey again.
Well, I think he stopped doing Saxonville Abbey. He's going to do it next year. But
Saxonville Abbey. I love this show.
For Days of Our Steelers, the Steelers have
defeated Steelers.
As the world steals.
Yeah. The Schittsburg Drama Queens have managed to defeat the Patriots in what looks to be one of the most easiest wins that they have ever committed. A 17-10 win, and they're going to go up against a team that is much better competition. Drew Brees, Alvin Kamara. Alvin Shinsuke Nakamura. And Mike Thomas and a bunch of other wide receivers. Yeah, they're much better than them. I mean, Steelers got their own place in the world. They're going to try to get a statement win here to maintain a spot in the AFC. But I don't know if it's going to happen because they're probably going to lose in this game. Not the Saints, but the Steelers. So for me, the Saints are the obvious victor. They are 70% favorites over the Steelers. So, yeah, give me the New Orleans Saints. Who dat?
Alex, my boy, has the Saints 34-31 over the Steelers. And I kind of agree. I think the Saints will have the victory. Give me 27-24 over the Steelers. And as for my boy Looky Boo here, I got this to say to you. There we go.
What was that?
Fuck you. No, that's Bella Lugosi.
Oh, give me a break. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the Steelers versus the Saints briefly.
No, well, before that, hey, Lucas. Shut the fuck up, fat man. There we go.
Well, I'm not fat. You're fatter than me. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this game. Pittsburgh's defense. Keith Butler, I did say in my video, I was definitely wrong about you last game. You proved to be a great coordinator for this game. Now, let's keep it up. If you pay attention to the Saints, muting you. Anyways, if you really think about this, the Cowboys, the Panthers, and the Buccaneers all had the same strategy to really take down the Saints, and it worked for the most part. So, yeah, I really think if you can really get to Drew Brees, the Saints' offensive line is one of the weakest in the league. Realistically, you really think that they only contain Drew Brees for so long, but they've also given up one of the top amount of sacks. So that's a big problem right there. If you could take out Michael Thomas, realistically, we could realistically stop the defense and the running game. I think the Steelers really have a good shot. The Saints, one of their biggest problems, their front seven isn't the best. Their corners are okay, but their defense as a whole is really good. But here's the big problem. The Saints, when they get pressured, do always play conservative. They do not get the ball out quickly enough. Like, Philip Rivers got out the ball very quickly. We barely got to him. Tom Brady threw out the ball really quickly with his receivers. Drew Brees has a slower release than both Brees and Rivers. And that means if we pressure him enough, we're going to get plenty of sacks. Pittsburgh is going to be an interesting case because James Conner is still questionable. He may not play this week. We're not sure. But in any case, it doesn't matter if he doesn't play or not because we still got Jalen Samuel, who played extremely well against the New England Patriots. And, yeah.
But not against the Raiders.
Not against the Raiders, but that was a completely different story. I think we abandoned the run most in that game. If we can continue what we did against the Patriots, I think the Steelers can really take down the Saints. The biggest problem with the Saints is the past few weeks, they have not scored much in the first half. We could get big enough lead in the first half, we're going to have really good success against them. We need to be aggressive. We need to play full throttle the whole game and not play conservative. And I think Pittsburgh can really shock the world and beat the Saints.
Of course.
We haven't beaten the Saints since 1990.
That's not going to happen.
So 28 years.
We've only been there about 6 or 7 times. We haven't been there that many times. But I think the streak ends here. I got the Steelers winning over the Saints. I don't think this is gonna be a high-scoring match like many people predict. I think this game is gonna come down to defense. Which defense will show up more? And I think Pittsburgh's front seven, along with their offensive line being one of the best in football, having the most starters offensive line-wise in the Pro Bowl than any other team in the league. Yeah, I just think the Steelers have the recipe to win. I got them 31-28.
This has been Saved by the Towel.
Now we got these Sunday Night Football games set in the local listings. This is my coin flip game of the week. It's Seattle Seahawks versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City lost to the Chargers, while the Seahawks lost to the 49ers. So I'm just going to get my thoughts out of it real quick. I'm going to use my coin. Red is for Chiefs, and the blue is for the Seahawks. Let's see what happens. I got blue. I got Seattle at home, 28-24.
Interesting.
For me, Kansas City is going to go into one of the most loudest stadiums and home field advantages that they could ever possibly imagine. And this is going to be a very tough game, too, because these are two teams that are still trying to hold on to playoff contention. I mean, if Seattle loses, that's fine. They're Seattle. But if the Chiefs lose this game, they will lose to the LA Chargers. And the Chargers will take their rightful place as the #1 team in the AFC, which I think will happen.
Wow.
For me, the Seattle Seahawks may pull a surprising upset like they usually do. They pulled upsets against, the Philadelphia Eagles when they were top shit last year. They pulled an upset against the Patriots not too long ago, probably 6 years ago.
Well, 3 years ago. Well, they won in New England.
Yeah, and they've pulled upsets against, Peyton Manning's Denver Broncos before. So let's just hope that the Seahawks can rebound and pull off a very impressive win. I have the Seahawks.
My boy Alexander also has the Seahawks 30-27 over the Chiefs, and this is my upset. Oh wait, are the Seahawks favored? Or
no,
Seahawks
Chiefs are favored by 2.5.
Oh, I'm sorry. This would be my upset pick of the week. I'm sorry. Give me the Seahawks 27-24.
Yeah, because I think with that game against Baltimore, Kansas City got a little bit exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their defense mainly is one of the worst in the league.
Oh, even though their offense is incredible, their defense fucking sucks.
Yep, and Andy Reid does not know how to manage clock.
Yeah, tell that to Mike Tomlin.
I know Tomlin's not much better either, but still, Tomlin's at least better than Andy Reid. They did beat him in 2016 in the playoffs, so. But look at that. But anyway, let's talk about the Monday Night Football game, because the Monday Night Football game has many storylines. Not only is this another Tank Bowl, this is also Nathan Peterman could return this game. He will actually no, I don't think he will return, but Nathan Peterman is on the Raiders.
What?
Yep, I'm not kidding you. Nathan Peterman got signed by the Raiders.
Oh my God.
And this could be the last ever game in Oakland ever.
For Derek Carr.
No, in general, Oakland is moving to Las Vegas next
Las
year.
Vegas.
Okay.
They're officially moving to Las Vegas next year.
In Christmas Eve of all times.
Yep, Christmas Eve. And this is the last ever home game for the Oakland Raiders. Next year, they'll be in Las Vegas playing at the UNLV Stadium for 2 years. For 1 year until the new stadium is built. So, with that being said, Denver is a 2.5-point favorite. Who do you guys got and why?
And from the looks of it, the UNLV Stadium is, I guess, pretty impressive, I guess.
When we were there last year, Lucas, they were still in construction.
Yeah, we drove by the construction of the stadium.
It actually, UNLV Stadium actually looks like a stadium.
It does. It's better than Oakland shithole stadium.
Let me see what it looks like. Hold on, man.
They use a baseball stadium.
Yep, that is true.
Oh my God, yeah.
But yeah, this could either be, a positive outcome, like in, like that one game where Baltimore completely spoiled Dallas's goodbye to
Texas Stadium.
Texas Stadium. Or it could be a positive outcome. Raiders can make a swan song against the Broncos. Will it happen? I don't know. But I guess for those circumstances, the Broncos are looking to completely destroy the Raiders. But I think, in my humble opinion, I may have to root for the Gruden Grinders, baby. Give me the Raiders. Why? Because fuck it.
Yeah, I will agree with you. This is going to be the swan song for Oakland, and they're going to go out being the Denver Broncos. It's going to be a good story, and they're probably going to trash the entire field. Probably let trash the entire field after the game is over. I got the Oakland Raiders being the Denver Broncos, especially since Raiders do very well against Denver at home. So yeah, I got the Raiders 31-30.
My boy Alexander has the Raiders 20-17, and I have the Raiders as well 21.
Oh, look at that.
21-17 over the Broncos. Sorry, LC Screen Talk.
No worries.
That's his team is the Broncos.
Yeah, sorry, man. After losing your top receiver, you guys had some playoff hopes, but then they got crushed. But that is going to do it for us guys. That is going to do it for week number 16. This is the last of the Saturday games and the last of the Monday night games. What an interesting way to end Monday Night Football this year. So
Monday night,
it's going to be interesting.
To be a very good story, or maybe a swan song.
Yep.
Holy shit.
But yeah, guys, this is end of week 17. Thank you all for watching. Let us know in the comments below what your picks for week number 16 are. And next week will be the regular season finale, but we will still be back for postseason. The good thing is the videos will be short since there are only 4 games at maximum for the first 2 weeks, and then the conference championships. We'll do a playoff predictions as well before the wild card predictions round. But with that being said, guys, thank you all for watching. Let us know what your picks are, and please say your final goodbyes.
Well, who's gonna say goodbye?
For now,
I guess I'm gonna have to go. Because while Baltimore was pretty good, and while also kind of lukewarm at the same time, get it. I still have a lot of work to do. I still have to rebound on reviews, and I still have to get prepared for Christmas and watch some Christmas movies. I mean, I've already watched Elf, and maybe I can watch some Gremlins, maybe Die Hard.
Yeah, there we go.
Or A Christmas Story for an umpteenth thousandth time. And
why not Arthur Christmas?
No, why not It's a Wonderful Life?
Well,
yeah.
That's
one of the greatest movies ever.
Yeah. You always say that.
Asshole. Because it is!
Yeah. But the thing is, for me, I still have a lot of work to do, and I guess now, if you will excuse me, I'm going to have to get started on my reviews for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Mortal Engines, and pretty much how hot Hera Hilmar is. Good day, everybody. What?
Thank you very much for everybody tuning in to Pain Again Pick'em. Tune in to episode 67 of Flicks with a Ditch when I go over my 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse rant on one of the absolute worst atrocities to ever hit the silver screen, the house that Jackoff built. Until then, stay tuned for next week. We go over the last week of Pain Again Pick'em's week series of, it's the final, week 17. Stay tuned, and once again, motherfuck you, Lars Von Testicle. Your ass is going to be chewed out worse than you ever appeared, you Hitler sympathizing bitch. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go and look up some sweet Asian MILF porn starring Tiger Benson. Good day, everybody. I'm making some nachos.
You need some cheese.
See you guys later. Stay awesome. Let's go, Steelers.
You need